Probability. Let's start out with just basic probability. So for IGCSE at Excel, you're often asked to complete a table. So you've got a bias spinner can land on red, blue, yellow or green. The table shows the probabilities that the spinner will land on red, blue, yellow or green. Complete the table. Well, we know probabilities of an event add up to 1. So if we subtract those values from 1, we get 0.3. So green is 0.3. Kelly is going to spin the spinner 60 times, work out an estimate for the number of times the spinner will land on red. It lands on red 0.3 times, which is 3/10, so 3 in every 10. So really working out 3/10 of 60, which is the same as working out 0.3 times 60, which is exactly the same as working 3/10 of it out. So the answer is 18. So 18 times. Okay, have a go at these two questions yourself maybe. Put me on pause and pause when you're done. Okay, we've got a bias spinner can land on red, blue, yellow and green. The probability of landing on blue is the same as the probability of landing on green. So I'm going to subtract those values off of 1, which gives us 0.56. We need to divide that by 2 because we need to share it between the blue and the green. So each one is 0.28. There are 200 counters. Find the probability that a counter chosen at random is red. So it lands on the red counter. The probability is 0.18. So we just need 0.18 multiplied by 200. 36 times. Question 2. In a bag, there are only red, blue and white counters. Counter is taken at random. The table shows the probability of getting a red counter. Probability of getting a blue counter is the same as the probability of getting a white counter again. Okay, so 1 minus 0.2 is 0.8. We need to divide that by 2, which gives us 0.4. There are 18 red counters in the bag. Work out the total number of counters in the bag. So 0.2 is the same as 20%. So 20% of the counters are red. So let's make it into 100%. Multiply that by 5. So we need to multiply 18 by 5, which is 90. So there are 90 counters in the bag in total. Okay, have a go at this last question. So again, we've got counters in a bag. Probability that the counter will be red is twice the probability the counter will be blue. So you've always got to think of this in a ratio. It's 2 to 1. For every 2 red, you've got 1 blue. Red is double blue. There are 21 counters in the bag. Oh, hang on, let's get the probability first. So let's take 0.35 and 0.2 off of 1, which gives us 0.45. So we've got 2 parts here, 1 part here. 0.45 shared by 3 is 0.15. So blue is 0.15. And can you see for red here? We've got 2 lots of 0.15, which would be 0.3. There are 21 green counters in the bag. Work out the number of red counters in the bag. Green, 0.35, or we could say 35% are green. Okay, which is 21. I'm going to get 1% and then get my red, which is 30%. 0.3 is 30% as a percentage. So if I divide by 35, 0.6 times by 30. 18. So 18 are red.